Welcome back. The big news is on Biocon and the agreement that they've reached with Bristol-Myers. Mazumdar-Shaw joins in to talk about that. Kiran, good morning. Thank you very much for joining in. First, could you just walk us through the contours of the deal in terms of what it involves on a license fee and the one-time development fees as well that you've referred to in your release?
No, I would like to, basically manage expectations. This is an option agreement which basically gets us to restart the clinical trials. If you remember, we had a setback in terms of a placebo effect. And what we are now doing is to redesign and conduct a few trials to basically establish the efficacy of the drug. And certainly this is a very important step towards a major licensing deal, which will only get triggered once we get the outcome of these initial trials. So these are early days yet, and all it says is that the drug continues to hold very good promise, and the big announcement will only come once it triggers the licensing deal.
How soon do you expect to have clarity, though, on whether this is successful for phase 2 or not, Kiran?
Well, it will take at least 1.5 to 2 years before we get any data to demonstrate its efficacy.
Kiran, hi, morning. What is the potential of this drug sales outside India? If you could give us any ballpark figure that we could work with?
Well, if the drug works like the way we believe it should, then I think it's a blockbuster drug in the making, because it is a huge, opportunity for transforming the way diabetes is treated. And that is what we're trying to establish, because indeed the early findings, all the kind of secondary endpoints seem to suggest that this drug is certainly very efficacious and it does what it's supposed to do. But the design of the trial was such that it didn't quite bring out the true benefit of the drug, and that's what we're redesigning in these next set of trials.
Okay, Kiran, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much for joining in with that clarification. That's Biocon setting out the fact that it's only if phase 2 is successful, as in the next step is successful, that they can take the relationship with Bristol-Myers to another zone, and then we can talk a little bit more about that license fee. But for now, it seems like positive news for the company. Waiting by for pre-opening rates. Don't expect any big start today. There hasn't been through all this week, actually. Truncated week, not a whole lot happening with global cues. And the first tick on the Nifty is